Well, let's bring him out. Here's Eric Cartman.
Whatever.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5D experience with Kas the Bestie, where the frequency is high and what? The vibes are real. So as you can see, today's episode is called I Do What I Want.
I do what I want. I do what I want.
In the wise words of Eric Cartman, it's really what it sounds like while living in today's society. Everybody feels like they have the best way to do it, and what they're doing is better than what everybody else is doing. And some people are not even comfortable saying the way that they live because they know it's in the dark. So with that being said, I live in the light. So everything that I do, I am open and honest with it to make sure that I am truthful. See, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and there's not a perfect person here on earth. And that's the thing. You shouldn't strive to be perfect. You should strive to be authentic. Because when you do that, that allows you to truly do what you want. If you're not able to recognize when other people are trying to corrode your mind or other things outside of yourself, such as social media, propaganda on the news, people outside who are just having a bad day come to you trying to ruin your day. If these things can corrupt your mind and change you and stop you from being who you are, then that is you not doing what you want. That is you being under control. And we don't do control over here, we do sovereignty. That is the ability to have control over yourself. Nobody can tell you what to do, and nobody can subconsciously tell you what to do either. I want everybody to really truly feel that way. Like, I do what I want. You should be able to do what you want. But when you do what you want, you gotta make sure it's intentional as well. And when I say intentional, I'm not just saying walk like it, you gotta talk like it. You actually have to be intentional. Your thought process, the way you think about things, it has to be aligned with the actions that you're doing on an every single day basis. And nobody's gonna be at the point in life that they want to be at when they have this epiphany of who they truly want to be, or if their higher self, of the version of them that is the best version of them. That's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all ways. That highest version of yourself, once you realize that, it's like a lot to think about. It feels far-fetched to think that you would be able to get to that point in life from where you are. Sometimes people have to rearrange their whole life completely in order for them to achieve these things. And that is the reason why it feels impossible. We sometimes get ourselves stuck into contracts with people without even knowing it. It comes in the form of emotional bondage. These contracts get you set up so that you can be controlled by somebody else. When you have control and sovereignty over yourself, and you know what your morals are, you know what your standards are, you know what you expect for your life, what makes you happy and what doesn't, then you will never be satisfied with anything that doesn't give you exactly what you need. So that will automatically push out anything that doesn't align with you. And it's only then will you be able to truly be happy, will you truly be able to accept the things that are coming towards you, because you'll be able to see it from that perspective. You'll be able to see now what it is that you truly want. Those rose-colored glasses will really have you thinking everything is all sweet. Like, yeah, it looks good. But just because something looks good doesn't mean it is good. That's the reason why they say not all money is good money. Not all money is good money. Some money will trap you into a contract where you are binded. Just like Eric Cartman, when he was pretending in that video to be a girl who was out of control. He's like, I do what I want, I do what I want. That's how it is when people have somebody who is there to handle them, and they feel like they can let loose because they always have somebody who will be able to protect them, or they will be able to go back to help them, or they let them loose enough so that they can feel like they have control over themselves when they don't. And that can look like many different things. That can look like your family. That can look like your friends. That can look like the government. Just like when people get on low income housing and food stamps and things like that, they use those things to control you as much as it is helping us. They use it to control us as well, because they want to know what we're doing, how much we're spending. They're learning our habits so that they can enforce those habits in other ways. You know, when people collect data, they gather that information. It gives you a better opportunity to maneuver the situation in your favor. When people have the ability to do work behind your back, that takes away your personal power. So your personal sovereignty is what keeps you powerful. Because then you'll have the ability to say no. You'll have the ability to stand on what you believe. And not be afraid of any consequences, because at the end of the day, you'll be at peace with yourself and who you are. And knowing that what you did was in your best interest. So that in the end, you'll really be able to say,
I do what I want. I do what I want.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. This is the 5D experience with Kas the Bestie. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to what I have to say. And I hope that some of what I say actually reaches you and you feel it and you understand that you have power over your own self. You can do what you want, but you got to make sure that when you do say that you do what you want, that you really are. Don't let anybody put any illusion in your head, because things will look good, but if they're not really good, that's when you know it ain't real. I'll check you guys out, and we will be back together real soon.